The 80-20 rule of self-improvement. Let's get it. Self-improvement is inner self-improvement is inner liberation, not self-attack, okay? So with this framework, the framework is self-improvement is removing what blocks your natural greatness, not endlessly stacking more tasks and punishments. Especially in my journey at the beginning, I was very critical. I would attack myself. And over time, I definitely become more compassionate because we got to. We shouldn't be adding more pressure on ourselves. Life is challenging as it is. So, the 80-20 reality, 80% of growth is actually just undoing inner noise, shame, guilt, fear, or self sabotage. This is baggage that no one else can see but ourselves. Well, we can't even see it, but we can definitely feel baggage. You know what I'm saying? 20% of growth is just adding new tactics, habits, and skills. All right. Most of the time, 90% of the time, the reason why we're unable to do anything is not because of anything outside of us. It's actually just emotional. All right. We procrastinate. Procrastination is emotional. All right. And it's emotional discomfort. We just got to learn how to move through the invisible wall. With self-improvement, we are not becoming better. We are just remembering what we already are underneath the noise, okay? Because you know, the self-improvement journey is also like a purification process. If we are on the path of self-improvement, right? Because not everyone, first of all, a lot of people consider self-improvement, a lot of people prepare for self-improvement, but not a lot of people are actively self-improving, right? Whatever this concept is. But my perspective is the reason why we gravitate towards self-improvement is because we realize that, first of all, we're probably not satisfied with how things are. And the primary reason we're most likely not even satisfied with what we are is because for most of us, we are simply the byproduct of our environment. You know what I mean? We're the result of all of our habits that no longer serve us. We are willing, we are wanting, we have this desire, this attraction to essentially, let's see, be this version of ourselves, right? We there is this feeling within us that something needs to change, and I think that's just really what we are in our essence, you know what I mean? Because not everyone is meant to be a boss or a leader, you know? Not everyone. Hell, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm not recording, I'm posting because I have not posted in 5 days. My consistency is off, and I admit it. I'm going to just post. Y'all have the PowerPoint, y'all can read. I'm just gonna do my best and post. So, state first, action second. Your inner state drives your outer results, not the other way around. All right? You do what you believe you are. If it's in your nature, you will do it. You know what I mean? Like, no one has to tell a fish to be in water. You know what I mean? No one has to teach a bird to fly or eat the food that it does. You do what you are, okay? And if you're struggling and feeling resistance, like for example, posting on YouTube and shit like that, if I still see myself as who I was, it's like I'm trying to do something different. You know what I mean? I'm doing something out of the normal. Like playing video games would be normal. I don't have to stress myself or push myself to play video games. I'm just going to do that. But post on YouTube, why? Because I see myself as a gamer. Now, what about posting on YouTube? I have to see myself as a content creator. I have to work on the identity. Why? Because otherwise I'm going to be trying, and trying is the worst thing in the world. Like, let's say you're trying to be successful, you're grinding out a business, and you have to try every single day. There's people out there thriving and loving what they're doing. And I know we shouldn't believe in competition, but for this situation, let's use competition. How the hell are you going to compete, bro? Like, I'm going to be honest. If you are trying every day, how the hell are you going to compete with the person that's thriving? You know what I mean? This is who they are. like money or not, this is what they love doing. Like, it's impossible. You have to identify with what you're doing and love it. Otherwise, I mean, you could still be successful for sure, but that's not an enjoyable life, and that's not successful to me. So, your frequency creates your reality. If you act from fear, you multiply fear. If you act from abundance, you multiply abundance. Before any action, return to center. Breath work, prayer, stillness, even for 2 minutes. Got to be on top of the meditation. You have to be on top of the stillness. Why? Because the more aware you become, the more you realize, hey, I'm getting caught up with bullshit. So move from wholeness, not from needing to fix yourself, all right? Stop feeling like you're not enough. And if you do feel like you're enough, great to go. But if you're trying to be successful to prove something, first of all, sit down and say, you don't got to prove shit. Look inside and just start telling yourself you're already enough and start believing you're already enough. Because as men, even girls, you know what I mean? Whoever, as humans, especially in a capitalistic society, everything has become more transactional and people care more about what you provide, your own value, instead of just presence, you know? People want, what can I extract from this relationship? And a lot of people are living that way, you know, living very transactionally, but no. Not with yourself. Maybe with everyone else, but not with yourself. Don't be transactional with yourself. Like, be nice to yourself above all else, even when you fuck up and make bad decisions. Still be compassionate. Love yourself. Why? Because you deserve it. At least learn to deserve it. Anyways, identity is the master lever. Framework. Behavior follows identity always. Identity first. Who you believe you are. Behavior second. What you naturally do. Results is third. What you achieve. 80% of consistency is identifying as the kind of person who naturally does what's needed. 20% is fighting yourself through willpower. Spiritual layer, you're always manifesting the identity you believe about yourself, consciously or unconsciously. Every day, affirm, I'm the type of person who blank. I'm the type of person who shows up, creates, loves, builds, puts in work, who grinds. All right? Your environment is your invisible hand. Okay? Your environment beats your willpower. 80% of daily success is engineering an environment where the right action is the default. Force versus forcing yourself to overcome a hostile environment, all right? So if you really just want to just thrive, set up your battle station, okay? That's gonna deliver most of the results, all right? As long as you say, this is my battle station, I sit down and I get to work, no more fighting. It's gonna bring in 80% of the results just by having a battle station. You know what I mean? Where you goon, where you play games, that don't cut it. That don't cut it. Why? Because now you have to battle yourself. You have to switch your mode. Energy is contagious. You're always breathing in the vibration of your surroundings, consciously or unconsciously. Practical practice. Curate your room, your tech, your music, your friends, your information, your diet. Be ruthless about what you allow around your soul, okay? Compound tiny wins over big breakthroughs. Consistency in micro actions outpaces emotional intensity every single time. So day 1, small action. Day 30, consistent habit. Day 100, visible growth. Day 365, transformation. 80% of transformations are just small daily wins, okay? The majority of success is not these massive breakthroughs. All right, what you should count on are these small daily wins, because over time it's gonna compound, and also you're gonna feel successful each and every day. Okay, like if you have one major goal, you're gonna feel successful one day, but if you have a couple of small daily goals every single day, you are gonna feel like a winner every day. Okay, don't make the feeling of success be over there. Bring it here. All right. Spirit grows like a tree, steady, invisible, constant, not like fireworks. Track small wins daily, even a 2-minute meditation, a 10-minute workout, or a single conscious breath. Focus on building streaks, not dramatic leaps. Summary formula. Liberate inner blocks. Remove what's blocking your greatness. Start from wholeness. Act from a powerful internal state. Assume the identity, become the person who naturally succeeds. Shape the environment, create surroundings that support your growth. Build consistent small victories. Spiritual love and self improvement. You are not broken, you are remembering your infinite nature. Self improvement is simply shedding the lies that told you otherwise, breaking free from false beliefs about yourself, reconnecting with your inherent wholeness, and allowing your true self to emerge. Your one sentence mantra: I do not grind because I do not grind to become worthy. I reveal my worth by how I live. All right? That is all for today. I know I butchered things, but you do have the PowerPoint. Y'all could do whatever you want. I showed up today. I posted, and I hope you do the same. Show up and post. No matter what, just show up. Like quality could come later. Right now, I'm following what I'm saying. Right now, I'm just focused on building this my identity, my ego, to see myself as someone who creates content and posts on YouTube. It's very uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Because I think everyone doesn't like to be perceived or seen, and fuck it. It's just fear. If you let fear stop you, it ain't gonna be shit. So anyways, bye.